Advocates, workers, and medical professionals have been calling for paid sick days for well over a year now. Many saying it's important to make sure workers stay home when they're feeling unwell, but are still able to pay their bills. They say that Premier Doug Ford's announcement is welcome news. However, it still falls short.
What we need is action.
Words from CUPE Ontario President Fred Hahn, who said Premier Doug Ford's apology without details on what Ontario paid sick days would look like isn't what he or his members wanted to hear. What type of action would you like to see, and what kind of plan would you like to see Ford come up with?
Well, look, I think that the plan is, it's been articulated by so many, not just our union, but so many others. We need 10 paid sick days in the law guaranteed for all workers.
Days that Hahn says needs to be employer paid and must include all workers regardless of status within their workplaces.
Thinking that somehow, whether you were classified part-time or contract or occasional or relief, that somehow you were less important. We've seen in our long-term care facilities, for example, during the second and third waves, that a vast number of the workers there were part-time workers. They were working full-time hours. They just didn't have access to paid sick leave. We have nurses in hospitals who are working full-time hours but don't have access.
Carolina Jimenez is a registered nurse who doesn't qualify for paid sick days. She's been advocating for them with the Decent Work and Health Network even before the pandemic.
I've had to work throughout this entire pandemic as a registered nurse at a women's clinic without a single paid sick day because the Ford government took them away. I know that the same is true for a lot of personal support workers, a lot of really important people that are crucial to the healthcare ecosystem. The least that the government can do is listen to medical experts about what needs to be done and to do it urgently.
According to the Ontario Federation of Labour, the majority of workers across the province are in support of paid sick days, with the highest backing coming from Toronto at 89%, followed by the rest of the GTA at 84%. Another survey from earlier this week found 76% of people asked were for paid sick days, with 37% saying they should be permanent and 39% saying they should be brought in as an emergency COVID provision.
Think of this as insurance to make sure your staff is protected and that you can actually run your business. I don't want somebody who has COVID to come to my business, come into work and make everyone else sick and have my business shutting down. So this is the right thing to do for our staff, the right thing to do for the community, for Ontarians, and also the right thing to do for business.
Every day we wait is a day that will damage our prospects of beating COVID.
Well, advocates are calling for 10 paid sick days. They say it should not just be for the duration of the pandemic, but should remain well after the pandemic is over. Nakhavoly, City News.